in I think a month. I have been doing just random things. I feel like this is gonna be a routine thing where I end up just spewing out multiple videos within 1 week, like 5 or 6 videos in 1 week. So, and then I just kind of like hibernate for 3 weeks. But yeah, I kind of wanted to give a quick little update of my lithops. If you haven't seen my previous video, please go and check it out. It was back in September where I sowed some seeds, some lithop seeds. I'll post a link down below where I got the seeds, and you can also check out my previous video where I also mentioned where I got the seeds as well. Yeah, I think I need to mention a few things about germinating, because it was the first time I've done something like this before, and I'm not used to it, so I didn't really know what to expect. Obviously I expected for the worst because that's just how I usually operate and how I behave. Yeah, I'm just gonna insert an image of the state of my seeds right here. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the reason why they look like this, or the reason why I think they look like this. So I'm gonna talk about it right now. Okay, all right. Yeah, so my lithops, they were actually really good at first. Like I managed to actually have them germinate. I had 2 trays. Normally when you are germinating lithops, you'd want to make sure that you have a humid environment, that they are in an enclosed tray. I had that, but I feel like one of the reasons why a lot of them had died was because I lifted, or I took out the lid too soon. Another thing was the soil. This was one of the most crucial factors that I feel affected the success rate of the lithops. I was researching this before about sterilization, or sterilizing your soil before you actually start germinating, because it's very important. You don't want, especially if you're using commercial soil, you don't really know what kind of critters are lying in there. Because the soil that I use, I generally just leave it outside in my backyard, in my greenhouse or my white house, like the storage room outside. I would leave it in there. Sometimes, you know, sometimes critters would get in there. Sometimes like little buggies, little spiders, little stuff would get inside, and you don't really know that until you actually use it. So sterilization is very important. I was looking into the soil that I use for the lithops, and I found like it was really, really bad. I think I found like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, do you know rice noodles? The noodles that they use for japchae. It's like the glass noodles. They look like that, but they were worms. It was so bad. I didn't find a lot. If I found a lot, I would have been freaked out and I would have like sterilized my whole room. But I only found 2. There are actually a few ones that are really good. They're really strong, but considering the fact that I purchased 500 and I only have a success rate of like 10%, it's pretty bad. It's not the store, it's not the place that I bought it from. It's definitely me. This is the first time that I'm germinating, so I expected something like this to happen. I'm a little bit bummed out that I only got like this much, but on the flip side, at least I was able to grow some amount of lithops, which I think is really nice. Oh, okay, so yeah, I played in so the soil and the humidity, I guess. And another important thing was actually the equipment that I used. I also mentioned in the previous video the type of pots that I was using. I was using Jiffy pots, and they are the biodegradable ones. I feel like using that sort of material for pots, there is so much of a higher probability of mold, because it was only for the first few days, I think it was for the first few days, or like the first week or so, I started to see little green specks in and around the pots. At first I thought, I was like, oh my god, there's lithops, but then I took a closer look and I noticed it was actually mold that was growing, and I was like, fuck. I was actually scared, because I was like, oh my gosh, one of my trays is actually gonna be like, I'm actually gonna have to throw it away because there's mold that's growing. But The lithops still grew until it died. An alternative for biodegradable pots, you should just use plastic pots. I was actually looking for that online, but for some reason they are really expensive, and Walmart didn't want to give me their pots. So yeah, I had to resort to Jiffy peat pots, or the fuzzy ones. I think that's it for the lithops. Ooh, yeah, for the lithops. I also went online, the same store as the cactus store, and I also purchased the Astrophytum seeds. And they came in at a faster rate. I didn't videotape it because I have no idea why. I wasn't really feeling it. But I did a different method of germinating. I put them in little baggies as opposed to putting them on trays and dome lids, because I feel like this was more of a space saver for me. I purchased different species of them, and I think I also got a cactus as well. I don't know, Asbestoa nana? I'll put it right here so you guys can check it out. Yeah, I did germinate those ones. Those ones have germinated so fast, and I feel like another one of the contributing factors for it germinating so quickly was the fact that I purchased a heat mat. Right now it's in middle of October, and the weather is just very gloomy, and there's hardly any sun that comes out anymore. Using a heat mat for me really helped, especially. And I also have a light, an artificial light that I would use in conjunction with the heat mat to help these seeds grow even more. So that's the setup. So it's very small. I actually designed this myself, sort of. I sort of designed it. My dad, he was the one that helped me build it, but initially I actually wanted 3 levels in total. So one, and then another one here, and then a bottom one over here, but there wasn't enough material for me. I ended up with just 2. So this is the Astrophytums, plus some of the cacti, and I labeled them according to their species. And yeah, guys can see here. I don't want to open it because I don't want any bacteria or anything to get in there. Alright, sorry guys, I had to switch to my phone because my camera, the memory card kind of died. Or, well, not that it died, but it's actually full, so I'll transfer that stuff out. But anyway, so these are the Astrophytums. Oh dear God. Please work. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. And they're responding really well, especially compared to the lithops. These grew so fast. They were like, yeah, they grew so fast. The cacti Asbestoa, yeah, the Asbestoas, they are a bit slower than the Astrophytums, but they've started to actually just grow. They started to actually germinate just now. You can see that little green guy you can see there. So this I actually just got recently. I've been using the heating mat for several weeks, and I just got this a few days ago, less than a week. I got this at Home Depot. I got the light at Home Depot. I'm positive that you can find the same thing at a better price for much, much cheaper. I also got this at Amazon, the heat mat. Yeah, so those are my Astrophytums. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you my lithops. Be warned, they look so sad. They look very, very sad. These are one of my lithops. Please focus, thank you. Yeah, so these are one of my lithops. So you see some of them there. There's these ones. Yeah. So you can kind of see that there's not really a lot. There are little guys like right here. Some of them here, but honestly these I feel like they're not going to survive. They are slowly dying. I have some here. These guys look pretty strong. And then I have some of these here. Some of them here, they're pretty strong. They look like they're gonna die though. Another, like, one of the things that I noticed was that even like the stronger lithop, like the bigger plant, like the bigger lithops, they kind of ended up shriveling and dying because I think I was overwatering. I was getting confused because I would always read about how you should pay more attention to lithops and how they actually need water and to never let them dry out. So I was like, okay, water! But for some reason, some of them actually had died, even when I did water them. So, sorry, my hand is dying. But, so I'm not really too sure what was happening there. So I guess, like, you should take watering into consideration. I don't know. I have to read about that more, but yeah, I hope this video kind of gives you insight, and yeah, I hope this video kind of gives you insight or inspiration, or just advice in general. Let me know in the comments down below if you are actually germinating seeds yourself, or lithops even. Let me know how they are doing, and please like and subscribe this video. And yeah, I also have an Instagram profile dedicated for specifically cacti and succulents, so I'll link that right here and also down below. And yeah, I love you guys, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!
Crush a cold to a diamond, eyes forever shining. Your beauty alone inspire a nigga to rhyming. Thinking of the better things in life, thinking of how I could persuade you to become a wife. Hand in hand as we floating over tropical sands. You my lady, I'm your man, so let's further advance to the next scene. Me sleeping next to you resting. You the personification of all God's blessings. Coming to me in just one physical being, one physical dream that I want to redeem. Yo, voluptuous, sweet caramel, brown honeydew, satin skin, smooth to the touch, but it